Listen to a survivor's story of beating breast cancer with strength, positive attitude, and zest for life. This channel, Health Stories Speak, we have with us Mrs Guneet Ohri, who has been an accomplished professional, started her life as a teacher, took leadership roles as she moved on, became a principal in a school, and she's now the director of Sun City School Sector 3070 in Gurgaon. Welcome, Mrs. Ohri.
Thank you so much, Manju. Lovely to be here with you.
Today, I think it's a very important session that we're going to have with you, which is a worry for many, many women, especially post 40. And we really want to learn your experience and your journey with breast cancer. And I think the biggest thing that impressed me about you was your positive attitude. I would like to begin by asking you, what sort of a lifestyle did you have before you were diagnosed with breast cancer?
You know, Manju, of course, this came out of nowhere. This diagnosis was like a bullet that hit us at a time when it was least. Normally, you never expect it. But considering that I come from, the entire family actually comes from the thought that fitness is important. So, all of us, including my children and my husband, we are very particular about our food, clean food, the fitness regime, going to the gym, walking, and trying to follow minimalistic junk, as they call it.
Right.
This came after a regular fitness routine of 4 to 5 days of gym, 1 hour, and walking, and going on a meal plan of 2 meals a day, being a vegetarian, no drinking, no alcohol in any major form, and
Right.
of course a vegetarian.
So, in short, a very healthy lifestyle and
That's what
active.
we
Yeah,
would like to
active.
believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, when did you first suspect it? When did the worry start?
Actually, I didn't. To be very honest, there was no suspicion of anything wrong. In Jan of last year, I decided that now it's time that I, get my check done. So I went to the hospital to get my pap smear done, which was fine. For some reason or the other, I was not able to get a slot for my,
Mammogram.
mammogram. And from Jan right up until May, it kept getting delayed. And then one fine day, I realized that I may as well go to another diagnostic center, which I went on 6th of May last year. And that's where this, bullet hit us.
Right.
And I was diagnosed of breast cancer of a triple positive strain, and on the right side. Fortunately, it was a lumpectomy that was done. And of course, the whole process started thereafter. But there
So
was no symptom.
Right, no symptom. And this one, you said you got your test done on 6th May
Yes,
2024, last year.
right, last
Okay.
year. Right.
So after the mammogram results came, they told you. And then what was the journey? Just take us through.
So,
Was the diagnosis easy? Did you have to consult 2, 3 people?
yes, of course. So, the world went into a tizzy for a bit because the family is scattered all over the place. One child in Australia, another one with his wife and child in the United States. And my husband was in the United States at that time. So the whole world was kind of, all over the place. And there is a process. So once the mammogram is positive, in my case, the size of the lump was extremely small.
So it
It
was in
was
the
very,
beginning,
very
you would
small.
say it was very much at the beginning of.
Absolutely. In fact, the doctor went on to say that if you would have got it done in January, like you're saying, we would not have probably been able to detect it.
Identify,
So,
yeah.
having said that, probably it was the right, message from upstairs somewhere that, yeah, the delay was required.
Right.
So, once that happened, then of course, there is a process where you go for multiple tests. So the type of strain which has to be diagnosed was the entire process of a fish test and the likes of it was done. And we consulted a lot of doctors. In fact, if you recall, I reached out to you also at one point in time,
Right.
and we met up with doctors, both all hospitals, Artemis, Fortis, Medanta, and a friend who's a cancer survivor helped us reach out and reach to the right place. And we went to meet with this doctor, Dr. Deepak Jha, in Artemis Hospital.
Right.
And there the journey started. He mentioned something to me that made me, that kind of calmed me down. He told me that, you know what, if at all, first, we shouldn't wish anybody should be diagnosed of cancer, but if at all you have cancer, breast cancer is the safest one to
Safest.
have. So that was a good sort of calming thing. However, of course, the mental state was what it was.
Right.
Then the surgery happened on 18th of May. They didn't want to wait because this triple positive strain of cancer is the fastest spreading strain. Having said that, it is also the most easily curable. And surgery happened on 18th of May. And then, of course, from first week of June, the chemo started.
So chemo, first June 2024, you started the chemo.
Right.
And how many, could you just tell us, if you remember, how many sessions?
Honestly, it went on from June till September, once in every 3 weeks. June, July, August, September. I had one session every 3 weeks. It was, of course, an experience like none other. But we had moved to Dubai. That's where my husband was based out of, or is based out of. So the experience was much better, considering the facilities, the level of care and the personalized attention that you can get in a country like Dubai.
Explain to us a typical day. Suppose you've gone in for chemotherapy. Was it light chemotherapy? Did you have some impact? What was a typical day like on a day when you had to have chemotherapy?
So it would be in daycare, as in it was a whole day event.
Right.
So they had to give me 2 types of injections. One was for about an hour and a half, and the other one lasted for about 4 hours.
Right.
So it was pretty much the entire day, because then they kept you back to see if there were any major side effects. And because I was told that I would probably obviously lose my hair, my nails, toenails and fingernails, there was a thought that I should freeze my head and my fingers and feet nails. I decided against the head, but I did freeze my fingers, so they would put my hands and my feet packed in ice for 4 hours. So in order to
you mean during the process?
Right, during the process, yes. And during
that,
the injection, the infusion time, nothing, no whatsoever, except the numbness. You were asking something?
No, I was saying, so 4 hours they kept it frozen in a way, and you think that helped?
Oh yes, 100%. Thankfully, only my toenails, went took a dive, but my fingernails, I mean, if
yes, they look
what
brittle.
Then nothing happened. They became a little brittle,
right?
But they didn't, sort of
you
vanish.
Didn't lose it.
I didn't lose my nails, so I'm thankful for that. Post that, they told me that try and be as active as you can.
Right.
So I would hit the gym at about 5.
So even during?
Yes, on the day of the chemo specifically. So definitely, yes. So every time on that day, for sure, I would go. If not, into the gym, into the pool. While I cannot swim, I would walk with strokes of my hand, so that the lymphatic nodes continue to sort of
be active,
remain active. So that I did. But what was a difficult part was, of course, the stomach took a real toss. So it was visit to the loo constantly. Fortunately, my nausea was not much.
Okay.
So
So,
thank God for that.
so in general, what I'm getting is from the chemo, you could have nausea, you could have your stomach can go for a six, and but there's no problem of doing any exercise.
No. So they
So
said, do
they
what you can. Don't make it very heavy,
right,
but do what you can. So obviously, heavy with you running to the loo every 10 minutes for the rest of the day and the next. So you would only probably, I would go on, hit the treadmill, do some weights.
right,
And with the surgery, the weight also was very, it was kind of sanctioned weight.
right.
So I
So
preferred to hit the pool or as an alternate to gymming.
gymming, yeah,
But I tried to remain as active as possible and through the week. I
and
did not give up work. I was available and working online and
right
doing my bit.
with
So
your school, yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
which is really
Mm.
amazing to be active despite going
It
through
helped. It
this. Yeah,
really helped. It distracts you, lying
yeah,
down without anything to do is not,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think, the solution, I feel. Yeah.
But when you say your stomach was gone, is this something that you normally expect with chemotherapy? Did the
Yes,
doctors,
yes,
oh,
yes.
they tell you that this is
So,
one of the,
yes.
yeah,
Yes. So, the few things that they told me to expect, of course, one was nausea.
yeah,
The other one was the loose stomach. It could even result into either pain or, them being loose. And the third was some sort of dizziness, if I feel.
no, okay,
Fortunately, neither nausea nor dizziness was a major component. It
yeah.
was only the stomach that took a toss.
And this stays, these symptoms, do they stay as long as you're taking chemotherapy, or is it like for a few days just after that
Few
and then
days,
it,
few days.
few
Then it
days?
becomes normal, but energy goes down because the medicine starts working inside you. So
Right,
your energy levels are a bit of a challenge. So you just suddenly have a loss of energy, and you have to, sort of lie down, which is happening even now. If I have to tell you, sudden drop in energy does happen.
right.
But that's something that you can manage. It's not as if, it's unmanageable or you have to rush to the hospital. No, nothing like that.
Okay. So, in addition to the surgery, there is some medication protocol. They give you some hormonal supplements.
Supplements, yes. They give you supplements which are primarily to, I think, handle the gut and to give you the calcium that probably gets lost by these. So you see, the hormones get suppressed, so all other elements need to be taken care of.
Right.
So, yes.
And did you also, your hair is looking very pretty. So did you lose hair as well? Because that's one,
Completely.
some of the worries, of women who are
Yeah.
suffering from breast cancer or
So
any
honestly,
cancer.
it didn't worry me. I had decent hair, as probably you remember.
Yeah.
I was very fond of my very straight, silky hair.
Right.
Unfortunately, this tuft that is there is not what I ever thought I would have. Hair went away completely. So there was a time when it started falling in chunks,
Right.
and then the doctor over there in Dubai told me that either you wait and let it fall naturally, or you get it cleaned up.
Removed. Yeah.
So I decided to get it cleared because it's not easy to see lumps coming out every day. So
Yeah,
that was,
I also feel I remember you without the hair. You're looking
yeah, yeah.
great even without. But I do think it's a good learning that it's very sad to see the hair go by and by. It
Yeah,
may be a good thing for women to pick up this
yeah.
message that you get rid of the hair
Yeah,
once
you
for
know
all.
it's going to
And
happen. Why
yeah,
wait for the bomb to keep falling in
yeah,
bits and
and
pieces?
in any case, I've seen it in a lot of women that they come back, and I'm sure your hair will also become silky
I'm
again.
hoping.
With time, they will.
Yeah, the other aspect was that once everything, my daughter-in-law uh, exceptionally particular about how my care should be, so she
Yeah,
brought wigs and hair care and lotions and the you name it, and there was a huge kind of a bag that I got from her, and she said, "Mom, try the wig." To me, I feel being natural is the best.
yes,
So I
true.
did not use the wig at all. And I also want to tell people that carry it with pride.
You've completed your treatment process. Your
Finished,
chemotherapy is
yes,
open.
June last year, this year, June. all over.
All over. So in a matter of 1 year, right? You said May.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, and they've given you the clearance. They've done the
Yes, the
tests.
PET scan has happened. It happened in June, exactly a year after. And I was undergoing another therapy, immunotherapy. One was chemo, which ended in August. Then there was another. So that was weekly. Chemo was weekly, and this immunotherapy was once in 3 weeks. So I had to have 18 sessions, which means 54 weeks, which means a whole year. It ended in May. And June, I was asked to undergo a PET scan, which was clear. So thankfully, all sorted. But I am on oral medication for the next 5 years, every single day. That medication also has, gives your body quite a hit. So, but the process is like that. So once a week chemo till August, then once in 3 weeks this therapy.
Immunotherapy.
It is the name of the medication that they infuse is called Herceptin, which is required for a triple positive cancer. I don't know about the others, but yes, I needed it.
Yeah. So tell me, in this whole journey, how did you stay positive? Because I think that is very important towards recovering fully, staying happy, and not really taking down the family with you, because the family worries as much or even more.
In fact, what I realized was that it is their mental health that is probably more important than mine, because they don't know what I'm going through. So they feel their worries. What is the unknown is even more worrisome than the known.
Yes.
Staying positive, I think a couple of things worked in my favor. And since I think you were a major part of the journey along with me, you know that. I kept myself busy. That's very important. I continued to work, and thanks to the support from the school that I work with, there was complete unconditional support. So I would, take my sessions and do my bit as and when required. And the other things that worked in my favor is the regime, that fitness regime that we continued to follow. So I think my body was able to receive the treatment better than those who don't follow a fitness program, whether it is by way of food. So I went on to this clean juices. My daughter-in-law and son, they ordered, they placed a successive order for the entire year. I would get those shots from some vendor who then I was put on a high protein diet, and I would be monitored on a daily basis. In fact, even today, my phone reminder has been put by my son, which beeps at 10:30 every morning. Have you had your medicine?
Right, that's nice.
All that. So consistency has worked. Fitness follow-up has worked. Positive support from the whole family, of course, has worked.
That I think is really important.
Friends have. You were there. This friend who's a cancer survivor, Madhu, she was like a rock with me at all times. My sister-in-law, my other family members, everybody sort of, jumped in, because this was the first in our family. Nobody had ever had it. So to say that it is genetic, there was no history. To say why it happened, the doctors were not able to give me any answer as to why. There is no why, but there is a cure, is what the doctor told me. He says we haven't been able to find out why, but we at least, thank goodness, have been able to find a way to cure.
Anything that surprises you about the treatment, which negative effects, which the doctors hadn't told you about?
No, I don't think so as such, but maybe, the skin they did not mention about the skin in the areas. So there's been a paling of the skin and roughness that has come up, dryness. I think, they didn't probably need to tell me, because I think it was expected. But yes, that was one that I was not aware of, and I realized over a period of time. But, on a lighter note, what was very nice was that I didn't need to get my arms waxed, my eyebrows done. So it was a holiday vacation time for all that. Actually feel very blessed that I had what I had and I was able to handle it because
Yeah.
not many people are so fortunate. So,
Right. And now, what is going to be the protocol, Guneet? Going from here, when is the next checkup?
so
And
I had one in June.
yeah,
Then now in November, I'll be getting my mammogram done again.
right,
And I think 6 months is what they told me once again for a PET scan.
right.
What they told me was that this oral medication is going to hit my bones big
Okay.
time. So I need
Okay.
to be very careful about my
Bone density.
bone density and to manage that. So supplements I'm taking regularly, and of course exercising.
Exercise. Yeah.
Yes, yes. That I think is something that is a non-negotiable,
Right.
and that is what will help because when you take this oral medication, it suppresses your hormones. So when your
Right.
hormones get suppressed, especially the progesterone and whatever, I even forget the hormones,
Yeah.
they will obviously impact the brain. So they're saying you can expect dizziness at some point in time, energy drop, which is there, and dizziness is there, very very rare,
Mm.
uh, and bones. So fortunately for me, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm hoping it doesn't
Yeah.
uh,
It'll
become
probably, yeah, with time, it's going to be better.
so
But
all
yeah,
sorts of squats, lots of squats, lots of cycling, lots of cross trainer,
yeah.
so that the knees, especially the knees, is where they feel it gets the impact happens.
There's a lot of learning from what you've told us in terms of to continue life as is, being active, exercising, eating sensibly, and really going through the routine and the treatment with positive mindset. And obviously, the support of the family, friends is really very important. Any
Paramount,
any
paramount.
final few words, any advice for women who are worrying, or even towards protective kind of tests? Like you went for mammogram. Mammogram, do they tell you how often do you need to do that? Up to what
Yes.
age? And secondly, any other advice that you want to give to a person who's either recently been diagnosed or has gone through this treatment?
So to start with, I think in terms of the tests, I feel, I mean, the doctors obviously said 40, between 40 and 50 once in 2 years, 50 and above every year. That should be a mandate. And there is a lot of this fear of what if I get detected, and
That's
people
right.
try to avoid that. I think it's better to hold the bull by its horns, if at all,
Right.
because if you delay, in my case, see, my delay worked in my favor because it wouldn't have been diagnosed.
And that was
What
only a
if
few months. That was only a few
Yes,
months. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
What if it would have become bigger and things would have resulted in a mastectomy or a spread into the lymphatic nodes or
Yeah.
whatever? So
Yeah.
that kind of thing can be avoided in case of breast cancer, especially in my case where there was no symptom whatsoever, no weight loss, no lethargy, nothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was absolutely a kind of very silent growth.
Right.
So that is one. I feel that, I mean, come on, we need to become a little more responsible towards ourselves and get the checks done regularly. Very,
Right.
very important. The second thing is, I feel if you maintain a healthy lifestyle, maybe your body is in a better position to handle,
Right.
which is what I was told by the doctors, that it is surprising that you are able to do what you're doing, considering you're going undergoing chemo every week and you're going through this immunotherapy
Immunotherapy.
every 3 weeks, and then you went through a radiation. 1 month of radiation was also a
Okay.
major component of the whole treatment. So fitness is extremely important. Positive attitude, I think one must, to me, I feel acceptance comes as soon as it comes. That's when you can take it head on. I mean, what are you going to get out of uh, saying why me, or
Yeah.
crying, or whatever?
Yeah.
Things won't change. So I'm not personally meant, I mean, I'm not made like that, I sort of talk too much or scream or shout. But having said that, it's good. It is a journey that everybody has to take through. Support of the family. My husband, you know how overprotective he was, and he has become even more. So
Yeah.
that's also really helped. Had he not been pestering me, probably may also
You
wouldn't
would,
have happened.
yes, you may not have
So
gone for the
yes,
test. Yeah.
yeah, that is one. The other thing that I feel, that acceptance has to happen sooner than later,
Yeah.
and I think we have to trust the Almighty. I mean, it's true, because what has to come to you will come to you.
Right.
So, and this has been one experience. It's quite humbling. It's quite, it gives you a reality check, and you see the world absolutely differently from what you used to see.
Yeah.
Nothing is important. Nothing is, earth shattering anymore. Which
Yes.
is so that, and I feel those who have or are, and after that there was, I've heard of so many known people who've been diagnosed,
Right.
and that's what I've told them, that this too shall pass, but days are difficult.
Yeah.
You will, I mean, I've honestly, 1 year down the line, I don't even remember as much of the difficult time as I felt at that point in time. So it will pass, but gratitude, I think there is a lot of support in the world, and if you get the right treatment at the right time, you are safe. At least from breast cancer, I feel you're safe.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Guneet, for talking to us. I think you've given a lot of positive vibes, and so more power to you, and hope you stay well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
True health stories and doctors' talks on our channel raise awareness on health issues and also empower you to ask the right questions when you make a visit to your doctor. These also inform and encourage you to get preventive tests done. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, Health Stories Speak. If you have a genuine story to share, get in touch with us at healthstoriespeak@gmail.com. healthstoriespeak@gmail.com.